It is my 22nd anniversary with my wife, Elisa. Been married 22 years, and I kind of wonder, I'm like, how did this marriage last this long? It just makes me wonder, I'm like, why would you stay with me this long? Because I'm a mess. And she's like, I'll stick it out a little longer. I'm like, all right. It's like spotting a unicorn. You know, it's rare to see someone married that long. There's not many of us left. And it's exciting. You know, we're on year 22. I've made my wife suffer about 17 of those. But she's a trooper. She's going to stick it out with me. She's pretty chill. She only yells at me once a week versus most women out there yelling at their poor husbands daily. Just kidding. I don't know what the yell rate is with everybody else. But the main thing, she sticks with me. And it gets me really thinking about how many people just quit on people, you know, whether it's divorce or whatever. But I saw this post on Facebook. It's like, it's really hard to let someone go off my soccer team, and they've been with me for 3 years, and then I had to cut them. And they're like, oh, you know, I feel so bad. I'm like, yeah, you should feel bad because they were under you and you didn't help advance their game to stay with. I would never do that. The only reason I would cut a kid is if they chose not to get better. I always give a pathway of getting better. I always say, like, you're gonna have to train at home for 2 to 3 hours working on this. You know, I give them specific things to do at home to improve their game. I'm always being creative with their development, but I would never cut a kid. I mean, kids cut me all the time. They're like, I can't do this. But I wouldn't do that. So, you know, if you're upset as a coach that you had to let someone go because you had other people try out for your team that are better, shame on you. Work harder, be more creative, develop everyone that's with you. Now, cut them if you cut them because they're just not putting in the effort and they're doing multiple sports and they're just not available. That's different. But if they really want to be there with your team, and you need to give them a pathway getting better, because there is a pathway for everyone to get better, and you shouldn't have to cut. So luckily, my wife gives me a pathway to stay married to her. Because, you know, I'm a head case, and she's still trying to shape and mold me to be a man. Occasionally, I'm a man. I'm just not consistent. So I apologize to my beautiful wife of 22 years that I will enjoy the next 22 years on improving. So when we celebrate our 44th anniversary, I'm going to be such a better man. It's just going to take some work. And I'm glad she at least gives me the opportunity to put work in. I know I can be better. And she's going to let me try to be better, which can be awesome. So anyways, happy anniversary to us. We're going to stick it out. We're going to stay married for a little bit longer, hopefully longer than that, and dominate our lives together. So I love you, my beautiful wife. And I'm excited for you to keep helping me become a man. And you're awesome. You're a female warrior, so I kind of lucked out. So happy anniversary to us, and stop cutting kids that have been with you for a while. Peace.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.